If one day you suddenly become rich, don't be so excited. Always remember these 10 important rules. People who don't know these rules lose unexpected wealth within months. But if you understand this, you don't. Before we begin, hit like and subscribe. In a world full of financial noise, this channel is your place for clarity, discipline, and real wealth-building wisdom. Rule number 1, tell nobody. Not your friends, not your coworkers, and not even your parents, because as soon as people realize that you have money, their behavior will change, even if they do not do so intentionally. Therefore, it is in your best interest to remain silent. Because wealth is something that can reveal people's true nature faster than anything else. Keeping wealth private is not selfishness, rather, it is prudence, strategy, and essential for long-term peace. Your wealth should serve as an empowering force in your life, rather than coming between your relationships and ruining them. Rule number 2, repay whatever debt you have taken immediately. Before you invest, spend, or have fun with your money, pay off every debt currently in your name. Return the money first to anyone who helped you financially during your difficult times, whether they were relatives or anyone else. This reveals the true nature of your character and demonstrates your level of honesty. Next, eliminate your financial liabilities. Credit cards, bank loans, online lenders, and the burden of EMIs. All these things keep siphoning off your money, little by little, every month. And always remember one thing, you may feel powerful after you have money, but as long as you have debt, you cannot be free. Rule number 3, don't be in a hurry to touch your money. When you suddenly come into a large sum of money, you first become extremely excited, and then you start thinking about what to do with it. Both of these mindsets are very dangerous. It is best to leave your money right where it is. You must take the time to understand your new situation, because money is not merely a currency, it is also a responsibility. Those who tend to act in haste invariably make these two mistakes, spending more money than necessary and investing their funds in the wrong places. Remember one thing, money does not grow because of how fast you move forward, but rather because of how wisely you take your steps. Rule number 4, do not buy a house immediately. After receiving money, people often make the grave mistake of immediately investing in real estate without giving it any thought. A new home seems to be a symbol of success. A new beginning, a rise in social status, and tangible proof that, I did it. However, buying a house immediately is the quickest way to tie up your money. Because when you are overly excited, a major purchase made at that moment almost always becomes a long-term burden. Remember, wealth is not a race to show the world that you have money. Rule number 5, if you are currently working, do not quit your job immediately. Because as soon as people acquire money, they often start thinking that they no longer need their job. When you quit your job immediately, you lose these 3 things. Your structure, your daily routine keeps you disciplined. Your stability, a regular income, even if you are wealthy, provides you with a sense of mental security. Your identity. Your job gives you a purpose and direction. You lose these 3 things. Rule number 6, do not buy luxury items immediately. When a person comes into money, the very first thing they think of is celebrating it, with a new car, a luxury watch, designer clothes, and a lifestyle they have always dreamed of. But this is the trap. Luxury is the fastest way to turn new wealth into old memories. If your wealth is genuine, luxury can be yours whenever you desire. But if your wealth is fragile, luxury will destroy it. Stick to your decisions. Safeguard your money. Luxury comes into the picture only when you have a strong financial foundation, sound investments, and complete security. Rule number 7, do not do business with your friends or close relatives. Sudden wealth brings forth novel ideas, such as business plans, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, and promises of effortless profit. And most of these ideas come from the people you trust the most, friends, cousins, classmates, even your own siblings. However, most people realize, far too late, that money and relationships do not go well together. Most wealthy people in the world strictly follow this rule, they never mix emotional relationships with money. Rule number 8, if you have children, do not let them find out about your wealth. If you suddenly become wealthy, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is telling your children about it too soon. Why? Shouldn't you tell them? Because a child's mind is not built to handle the weight of wealth. They do not understand responsibility, discipline, or long-term consequences. They see only comfort, and comfort can easily turn into a sense of entitlement. Your job is not to raise rich children. Your job is to raise responsible, disciplined, and grounded human beings, who can handle wealth when the right time comes. Rule number 9, maintain your daily routine, and behave in front of others as if absolutely nothing has changed. The most noteworthy point is that when money suddenly comes your way, everything seems to change in an instant. However, your nature should not change. The biggest mistake people make is that they start living like the rich. But true wealth is quiet. It is invisible. It is unexpected to the outside world. Let everyone believe that your life remains exactly the same. Maintain a consistent daily routine. For the world's wealthiest people do not change overnight, they change deliberately, quietly, and strategically. Wealth requires no fanfare. It requires maturity. Now last rule, rule number 10, safeguard your information and keep moving forward silently. Remember one thing, when you acquire a great deal of money, your greatest wealth is not your money, but your privacy. In today's world, information is even more terrifying than poverty. People don't need to see your bank balance, they merely need to suspect it. And mere suspicion can create difficulties you could never have even imagined. True wealth is never flaunted. Rather, it is managed, safeguarded, and quietly grown. An ostentatious lifestyle invites danger. A simple and peaceful lifestyle builds a legacy. In the end, remember this. Be the man who leads himself before he leads anyone else. Improve quietly. Move boldly. And let your actions speak louder than every opinion around you. If this message hit your heart, subscribe for more. Your growth starts now. See you in the next video.